setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. And we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Just like that. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 36. Come on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right here. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know defensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defense.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Saints nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jameis to throw it. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Bulldozes past him. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Winston. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
That's good for the Saints.
They'll hand it off now, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action. Winston. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
21, Saints 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11.
Off the play fake. Winston rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week, because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Saints first down.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
36. Watch the curl. Wait. Watch 36. 36.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And it's a run to maneuver. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Winston. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans! Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Winston to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the right side and completes to Njoku. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. this one now. In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An update from Buffalo. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Burrow on play action.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Winston now sliding out of the pocket. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On second down, Cook. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 7, Jones flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the run, time to make a break for it.
Down, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, here's another interception. Gilmore. And they will all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, when you start for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back now here live in New Orleans. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
42, Saints 25. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He'll buy some time right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got Jeffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah,
he's got a man complete.
touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24, Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
To throw, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now the rookie's free.
No, sir.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Panthers 55, Saints 33. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field, and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Wait.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Ready?
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA.